Hi students, in previous class we have learnt refraction, loss of refraction and refractive index. So what is refractive index? Here two refractive indices are there, absolute refractive index and relative refractive index. Absolute refractive index n is equal to speed of light in free space by speed of light in a medium we can write. N is equal to c by v we can write. Relative refractive index. Relative refractive index we can write like this. Refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Or same we can write n21 also. Refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium, that is equal to n2 by n1 we can write. n2 by n1, that is equal to, we can write speed of light in first medium by speed of light in second medium we can write. From this equation we can write n into v is equal to c. N into v means refractive index into speed of the light in that medium is equal to c. C stands for speed of light in vacuum, which is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So from this we can write n1 v1 is equal to n2 v2, that is equal to n3 v3. So and so on, which is equal to speed of light in a vacuum. So the refractive index of any medium and the speed of the light in any medium is equal to speed of the light in a free space. This product is equal to free space. In same way, we written here formula velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. Then we can write lambda 1 by lambda 2. In same way, we written sine of angle in first medium by sine of angle in second medium. We written these all formula. So from this, we written n value inversely proportional to speed of the light in medium, n value inversely proportional to wavelength, and here we written n value inversely proportional to angle also, theta. So that means, for example, light ray travels from one medium to another medium. For example, here this medium refractive index, this is taken as air. Air to another medium it is traveling. So in three different cases, in three different materials, they are entering. One light ray is incident on the surface. For example, here this medium refractive index is n1. This medium refractive index is taken as n2. This medium refractive index is taken as n3. In these three mediums, n1 is less than n2, n2 is less than n3. So then, how angle of deviation and velocity changes now we see. Here first we should draw one normal. With what angle light ray is incident? Here you assume these surfaces are the air only. This one is air and this one is also taken as air. In same three mediums, light ray incident with the same angle of incidence. Take it as angle of incident is same for the three cases. In these three cases, angle of incident is taken as I only. But in which medium it will bend more? In which medium it will bend more means if we observe n1 is less than n2, n2 is less than n3. Here out of three mediums, this medium refractive index is more. More refractive index means light ray will bend more. It will bend more. This one is taken as R3. And here when compare this one refractive index is less, so that's why bending somewhat less when compared to this one, and here bending is very much less. This one is R1. So N1 is less than N2 is less than N3, but here R1 angle of refraction is greater, R2 is greater than R3. So this is the refractive index. So refractive index is more means it will bend more. Refractive index value less means it will bend less. In same way, what about velocities? So in which medium velocity of the light is more? So here bending is less. So V1 is greater than V2. V2 is greater than V3. So in this way, refractive index value help us to find the deviation. Here deviation is more, here deviation is less, because refractive index value less, that's why deviation less. So here we know N21 is equal to N21 is equal to N2 by N1. In same way, N32 is equal to N32 is equal to N3 by N2 we can write. Suppose they given N21 into N23 is equal to N21 into N23 is equal to N21 is equal to refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Sorry, here we write N32 into refractive index of third medium with respect to second medium. N2 get cancelled. This one write N3 by N1 we can write, or simply we can write N31 also we can write. So N21 into N32 is equal to N31 we can write. Now we solve one problem. Given problem, the refractive index of water is 4 by 3 and for a glass is 3 by 2 with respect to air. The refractive index of glass with respect to water is. Here what we have to calculate? We have to calculate refractive index of glass with respect to water. So that is equal to refractive index of glass by refractive index of water we want to calculate. What they given? Refractive index of water with respect to air they given. With respect to air means we should write like this, which is equal to 4 by 3. But refractive index of water with respect to air means refractive index of water by refractive index of air. So which is equal to 4 by 3. In same way, they given refractive index of the glass with respect to air they given, that is equal to 3 by 2. Refractive index of glass with respect to air means refractive index of glass by refractive index of air, which is equal to 3 by 2. Here we want refractive index of glass by refractive index of water. To get this, divide this one with this one, or say this is equation number 2, say this is equation number 1. So do equation 2 by equation 1. Then we get refractive index of glass by refractive index of air whole divided by refractive index of water by refractive index of air, which is equal to 3 by 2 divided by 4 by 3 we can get. Here in this case, in denominators, refractive index of air get cancelled. Then we get refractive index of glass by refractive index of water is equal to 3 by 2 into reciprocal it becomes 3 by 4 we can get, which is equal to 9 by 8. So refractive index of glass with respect to water is equal to 9 by 8 we can get. In same way, how to get refractive index of water with respect to glass? Refractive index of water with respect to glass is equal to 1 by refractive index of glass with respect to water. We want to calculate refractive index of water with respect to glass. that is equal to 1 by refractive index of glass with respect to water. So that is equal to 8 by 9 is the answer. Suppose if you multiply these two, that means refractive index of glass with respect to water into refractive index of water with respect to glass, which is equal to. So refractive index of glass with respect to water is equal to, we can write refractive index of glass by refractive index of water into refractive index of water with respect to glass is equal to refractive index of water by refractive index of glass, which is equal to 1 we can get. Next, come to colors. We know Vivier colors. Here, refractive index value depends on color. So, which color has more refractive index value and which color having less refractive index value? So, if you observe, refractive index value is inversely proportional to wavelength. Inversely proportional to wavelength means wavelength is more, refractive index value less. So in Vivier colors, wavelength is more for the red color. So refract wavelength of violet color is less than wavelength of indigo, which is less than wavelength of blue color, less than wavelength of green, less than wavelength of yellow, less than wavelength of orange, and less than wavelength of red. So red color has more wavelength and violet color has less wavelength. But here refractive index value inversely proportional to wavelength. That's why refractive index value more for the violet. So greater than indigo is greater than refractive index of the blue, greater than refractive index of the green, greater than refractive index of yellow, greater than refractive index of orange, is greater than refractive index of red. So here refractive index value, n value maximum for violet and n value minimum for refractive index value minimum for red color. So refractive index value less means it travels faster. Refractive index value maximum means it travels slower. So that's why out of these colors, which color travels faster in a medium means red color travels faster and violet color travels less speed. So here velocity of the violet is less than velocity of the indigo, which is less than velocity of the blue, less than velocity of the green, less than velocity of the yellow, less than velocity of the orange, and less than velocity of the red. So out of these colors, which one deviates more? Deviation is more for the violet color because violet color refractive index is more. Refractive index value more means deviation value is also more and velocity value less. So in any medium, suppose we send all colors at a time. Which color travels faster? Which color travel faster means red color travels faster than the remaining all colors. And which color deviates more? More deviation takes place for the violet and less deviation takes place for the red color. That's why red is used in danger signals because in any medium red color travels faster than remaining colors. So that is the one of the reason to use the red color as a danger signal. See here, three colors. One is red color, second one is green, and third one is blue color. Three colors are incident on the one surface, making same angle. So to understand this, I drawn a rays like this. Red color, green, and blue color. All are making a same angle. Angle of incident is same. Then what is the refraction angles? All colors are making an angle of incident I same. But according to colors, red color having less refractive index. Due to less refractive index, it deviates less. And here, blue color refractive index of the blue color is more. That's why out of three colors, more refractive index will deviates more. So red color comes like this because of more deviation. And next, less deviation. So next for the violet, sorry, green, it comes like this. And after that, red color comes because red color deviation is less for the red color. So they will comes out like this. Here given three diagrams. These are the glass slabs. Three glass slabs are placed. On the glass slabs, one light ray is inset at the top edge. Draw the refracted ray. Here suppose refractive index of the glass slab is greater than the refractive index of the surrounding medium. Here refractive index of glass slab is greater than the surrounding medium. In second case, refractive index of glass slab is equal to refractive index of the surrounding medium, and here refractive index of the glass slab is less than the refractive index of surrounding medium. Three cases. One is refractive index of glass is greater than refractive index of medium. Second one, both mediums are equal. And third one, refractive index of glass is less than the refractive index of medium. Here refractive index of glass is greater than the medium. So refractive index of glass is more means this medium is act as a rarer medium. This one act as a denser medium. Light ray travel from rarer medium to denser medium. It bend toward the normal. So incident here, what happened? Again here we should draw one normal. Here light ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium because it comes out. Again this is the emergent beam. Like we can draw. So if you observe, if you extended this incident ray, so this incident ray and emergent ray both are parallel to each other. Here this angle and this angle are equal, and these two angles also equal. I1 is equal to I3. I1, this two is taken as I3. Here this I3 is called emergent angle. Incident ray, refracted ray and emergent ray. Angle of incidence, angle of refraction, and this one is angle of emergence. So this angle of emergence is equal to angle of incident. Why? Because according to principle of reversibility, if you reverse the light ray, it go in this path. So that's why I1 is equal to I3. So both refractive indices are equal, then what happen? If refractive indices are equal, light ray is undeviated. It go along the straight path only. So light ray undeviated, go along a straight line only. So in this case, no bending of light will take place. So if refractive indices are equal, then whatever it may be the angle of incident, light ray is undeviated. But different refractive indices values, the mediums are having different refractive indices values. Suppose light ray incident normally, in this case light ray undeviated. Different refractive indices, incident normally. Same refractive indices, whatever it may be the angle of incident, light ray undeviated. In third case, refractive index of glass is less than the refractive index of medium. Glass is less, that means refractive index of glass act as a rarer medium and this one act as a denser medium. Light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. So this is original path, but it deviates like this. Again what happened? Rarer medium to denser medium, again it bend toward the normal. So in this way, light ray deviates depending on the mediums. Now we discuss one problem. A ray of light strikes a transparent surface from air at an angle theta. If the angle between reflected and refracted ray is a right angle, the refractive index of other surface is given by. So here light ray is incident on a transparent surface from air. So this medium is taken as air. Its refractive index is treated as 1. Here light ray is incident at an angle theta with the normal. In this ray, some portion of light is reflected and some portion of light is transmitted into the second medium. So reflected and some portion is transmitted. Here what they given? Angle between reflected and refracted beams. This angle is equal to 90 degree they given. We know angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So this angle is also equal to theta. Angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So this is taken as a refracted angle. This refracted angle is taken as R1. So if you observe here, sum of these three angles is equal to, that means theta plus 90 plus R1, which is equal to 180 degree, because normal is the straight line. So sum of those three angles is equal to theta plus 90 plus R1. So from this R1 is equal to 180 minus 90 minus theta we can get, which is equal to 90 minus theta. We got angle of refraction. According to Snell's law, what is the Snell's law? Refractive index of the first medium into sine of angle in that medium, sine theta 1 is equal to refractive index of second medium into sine of angle in that medium, sine theta 2. So n1 sine theta 1 is equal to n2 sine theta 2 we can write. So refractive index of first medium A, take it as 1. In that medium, sine of angle of incident is theta. So sine theta is equal to refractive index of second medium, we don't know, take it as n2, and sine of angle in this medium angle is equal to r1. So from this we can write sine theta is equal to n2 into sine r1. We know r1 is equal to 90 minus theta. Sine theta is equal to n2 into sine 90 minus theta, we can write cos theta. Sine 90 minus theta equal to cos theta. Cos theta take this side, then we get sine theta by cos theta, which is equal to n2. Finally we can write refractive index of other medium, n2 is equal to tan theta.